your thoughts on the slow start, but then pulling off the win?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the slow start was, caused by two things. One is we missed open threes, but I thought, we just kind of didn't play with the mindset of getting to the paint. It was something we talked about pregame. Again, the shots were there; they were open, but they didn't go in. And then, of course, I thought we were pretty loose defensively, too loose defensively, and I think their first three shots were wide open threes, just on, not being ready to guard movement. And we got sloppy, and then we found ourselves way behind. So
to see Ant play like that tonight with 51 points, is that kind of what you were asking him to do as the game went on? Well,
not necessarily. He was in a groove. He was feeling it for sure. We needed all of them for sure. And the best thing about it for me was they came in the flow. He kept making the right play down the stretch for the most part. He was really finding people. Guys were knocking down some shots for him too. He was aggressive getting to the hoop. I thought he kind of turned the game around a little bit along with Nikhil in getting to the basket in the first half, kind of slow the game down a little bit, not just making it a jump shooting game. He got to the line, 11 free throws at halftime. Looks like he didn't go at all in the second half here, but, he and Nikhil for sure really turned that game. Nikhil, both ends of the floor as well, defensively.
Chris, we have seen Ant in the past hunt his scoring and his offense. Just what steps have you seen him take in that regard to play in that flow and maybe let it come to him a little bit more?
That's exactly what it is. I know there was a couple that he wanted down the stretch, but he just kept making the right kick out. Showed patience, poise, great efficiency. 17 for 29, 6 for 13 from the three-point line and 11 free throws. That's the way you get to 50. It's not a volume thing. It's an efficiency thing. And I thought it was a unbelievable performance, just with the maturity and just great, like I said, staying in the flow.
Did you have a view on the Nas ejection or what happened?
I didn't see it when it happened. I got a quick look at it on the replay behind the bench, so I got to look at it again. I don't know how egregious it looked. So
he mentioned this after the Toronto game, but is it nice that your message to him to not maybe be a bystander in games like this against these types of opponents has really kind of seemed to sink in for him?
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about the approach needed in games like this. Use them as opportunities, obviously, to keep sharpening your game, staying in the rhythm. I thought he played an outstanding game in LA. It was important for him to come in and keep playing in that manner. And then these are the games where you give yourself a chance to do something special as well. And sometimes he can be too passive, as you've seen, trying to kind of get his teammates going. But he drives so much of what we do, and it's important that he's always doing it.
Has Nikhil expanded his role in the last 5 weeks or so, just in terms of what you're able to do with him and where you're able to play him with?
I guess so. I think he's a better version of what he's been all season. Just I don't know if we're asking him to do more. I think he's just taking those opportunities when they come, playing with a ton of confidence and energy. Just the emotional and the physical energy that he brings to a game night in, night out is really infectious for us too. So we have utmost confidence in him. So
he seemed to trying to up his offense when Nas went down in some respects. Started going for points and running to get open a little bit more, it seemed.
Yeah, and I thought a lot of it was he got us. Got to the paint, kicked out, relocated the floor, and found new space, which is exactly how we talked about playing. And he just went in there and did it. And, guys saw the work that we could get to the paint, and that was going to unlock better opportunities. So he was aggressive, playing off the catch, driving, everything. It looks like he had it all going on tonight.